be looking at the big questions, such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need polar bears anyway? What do they really do? If I put Optic on my dog, can I train it to take itself for a walk and do my shopping on the way home? And is tennis real? But first, it's a question that no one's really addressed of late. London is going to be safer than ever, Alice. SIRS is installing thousands of additional CCTV cameras. So much there. Still looking out for us after all these years.
Yeah, it puts a lot of fun into my life now. I get to play this role-play game where I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind a screen in the SIRS headquarters.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't complain. I mean, SIRS was just stepping into the vacancy left when it became patently obvious that God had retired. Rethink of that. The similarities, omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your financial freedom.
I've downloaded a patch to your Optic so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
I'm not thrilled about getting my hands dirty, but I suppose one does what one must.
This one.
Oh, no. Afraid nothing about this is working.
This is why I'm stuck on this one thing. I just can't figure it out. I just don't know. I don't know. Wait, I think I got it. Yes.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Bye. See ya.
In for a penny.
Penny. It just randomly fixed itself. Didn't do anything.
A dank, pitch-black cellar. Just what I was hoping for.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
I'm with Sabine. Who the hell are you, and why do you sound like a mobile phone?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
And there we are.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of...
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So, Bagley, if not DedSec, then who was behind the bombings?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
If you enjoy the first episode, like they put him offline.
Patching in Sabine Brandon now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
My God. How'd you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
There aren't many DedSec fans in London these days. Look, I want to help, I do, but joining up with you now verges on suicidal.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fine, but you owe me.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode...
Ooh, vehicle paint. Oh, I just realized I got this. It's like a gold paint thingy. Alright. Oh.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
Self-distance, you know.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Nice one. Couldn't have done that better myself. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Yes! Nice one! That's it!
Right. Gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
This is gonna be a pretty long episode. This, like my usual time, like 40 something minutes.
All right, Sabine, what's our plan?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
And all our cowering just makes us easier to step on. Albion needs this terror. It's how they consolidate their power.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way on the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations. We want to throw a spanner in their plans. You get?
How could I say no to you?
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Wait a part. 1, 2.
Checkpoint.
Police? Really? Wait. Can I get on this bus? Bro.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Jesus, don't. London. Oop, Enos, sorry. Sorry, Enos.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Go, run!
Control, we are pursuing the suspects. Over. Suspect crossed the checkpoint. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over.
Stop him there, Jesus.
You can prove that your family are in the background of the Bayer tapestry.
Auto drive now enabled.
Over and out. Get out. Actually, that's not British enough. Unless you can show unarguably that your
Auto
direct
drive now
bloodline is
disabled.
untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge, get out of the country. I guess when you look at it, you know, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from obviously the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So,
Well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
well, you know, fair play to the government for helping us with that. Another option: extend the White Cliffs of Dover. They've been resting on their laurels for too long. Very inefficient, it turns out, as a means of stopping immigration. We need to extend them by about another 11,000 miles, a full wrap around Great Britain, and they could do it. Being about 1.5 kilometres higher as well, with a special greasy coating to stop people clambering over the top or however they get in. Here's a quick joke for you.
Hey, yo! Bros are sexy. Jeez, what is this car, my guy? It's like a
Just come here to visit our
Lamborghini.
stuff in the museums.
Auto drive now enabled.
Speaking of international movement, Britain has recalled all European ambassadors after a spy scandal. I think this is probably a good thing because British foreign politicians are always putting their foot in their mouths. How much worse can they do if they're not there? I mean, by definition, the fact that there's a spy scandal means that they were terrible spies. The point of spies is that there's never a spy scandal.
Yeah, but let's give credit to all the spies that haven't been in scandals and therefore might as well not exist.
Well, they've arrested those German spies in that SIRS crackdown.
Why are they so far?
The illegals in Hackney, and I think that's
Auto
a sad
drive now
thing.
disabled.
I used to think of Germans as quite scary, but that was because I'd been watching World War II movies where the Germans all have English accents. They speak in that very like precise way. It's very, you know, we have ways of making you talk. And now Germans all have that American accent, where it's all like, welcome to the party. We're having a really nice time. They're much friendlier Germans. Let them stay.
Well, that's all today, Bugsters. Remember, it's not as bad as it seems. Honestly, I hope. Until next time, bye-bye.
Those Albion pricks putting their ugly stamp on everything. It makes me sick just looking at it.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
On it.
This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
Trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing is to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible.
The circle.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Proceed. Mobilizing now. Out. There's our suspect.
Excuse me. Yeah, go red. Oh gosh, hard. Yeah, go red. Go red, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Huh? Yeah, I think I lost.
We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, hijack. Hijack. What's this? Is it something else?
Anyone have visual? Anyone?
Oh, he's talking about that.
Terminating pursuit and coming back.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Ooh. Alright, and that's gonna be the end of this house, guys. Hope you do it.
Yes, nicely
Yeah.
done. That'll get
No,
people's
no.
attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
You need to steal information about Albion's plans. That'll give us what we need to really put the hurt on their operations.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location. Received. Stand by for further developments.